Howdy YouTube, DarlingtonFarm here, just over here at the shop, getting another cabinet here finished up. As you can see, this is a kitchen upper for the Oak Street house. Well, yes, you might not be able to see, but it is a kitchen upper. It's a little bit deeper. It's a 14-inch upper. I just made this in one block. It's 64 inches long, 40 inches high, and this is going next to the refrigerator there. I just decided to go ahead and make it as one sort of unit, just to try and speed up the build and finishing time on it. And pretty much as I build all my cabinets, it goes together dadoed, 3/4 top, 3/4 bottom, 3/4 sides, 1/2 inch back, and then the middle part in here is 3/4 as well. On this one I decided, actually on a lot of the ones I've done recently, I have that have been painted or finished in some kind of finish other than stain. I just screw my face frame straight on with trim screws. I used to use pocket screws to hold them on, but then I decided, why go to the effort of that when you can just put a little bit of Bondo on there and nobody will ever know the difference. So that's kind of how I put them on there now. As you can see, I've got a little bit of Bondo on here. I just use screws like this to hold it all together until the glue dries, and then I'll put nailer or blocks in the corners and just staple them in from the sides and from the back, and just touch that up with a little bit of Bondo and the staple holes, and again, nobody is ever the wiser. After I do my Bondo there, I put this stuff on. I absolutely love this stuff. Sher-wood vinyl sealer right there, T67, I believe that is the number you need if you are going to get some. I believe the F3 denotes it being in 1 gallon. Absolutely love this stuff. It's really cheap, and it is a really good base coat for your general finish waterborne products. That's solvent-borne, so you have to shoot it from a different gun as your general finish waterborne stuff, but I just keep a gun that I use pretty much nothing but that in, so that's just kind of how I roll, and I just spray it on with a standard, just a super cheapo, $50 Home Depot gravity feed gun there, and it works just fine. I generally use 2 coats. This has had 1 coat on, and then I will go back with some this foam back granite. And I think I mentioned this in another video here. I use 320. Right there is the number if you are going to order this. Yeah, hand sand it. It's really easy. There's not really a whole lot of effort. Just knock off any high spots or fuzz or anything stupid like that, and then I will go back with a second coat usually. And the reason I do that is this stuff is really good at leveling, and it's only about 30 bucks a gallon versus I used to use the General Finish as my first coat. Right here, the General Finish milk paint. This stuff is now 65 bucks a gallon or 55 bucks a gallon last time I bought it. So yeah, it is a lot cheaper to do it that way because you can use, I generally will use 2, well on this particular project I've used 2 spray guns, or I'll end up using 2 2 quarts on this right here, maybe a little less on the second coat actually. The first coat took a quart, and when you figure that at 55, 65 bucks a gallon, it gets expensive. So it uses a lot less, a lot less material that way. So that's kind of how I'm doing that now. I've done a couple others in black that worked out just as well. And then I run over the top of that with their pre-cat urethane. That seems to work out pretty well. Oh, somebody asked me where I got these lids. I actually have no idea. I got a bunch of them when Woodcraft went out of business. The guy was just like, "Here, you want these?" And I said, "Hell yeah." So another thing I use that Sher-wood over is this clear or white poly here. I really like this stuff. I kind of use it interchangeably with the Snow White here. In fact, once I'm done with this Snow White, I will probably, for all white stuff, just use this General Finish stuff here. I really like it. They make it in black. I've used the black too and really like it. But I just bought a ton of this white milk paint. And also it works really well over, or this stuff, clear poly, works really well as the top coat over that as well. And you can get it in, flat, semi-gloss, gloss, all the different sheens there. Whew, man, if I'm a little not super with it here, I don't have my respirator on, and I really need a paint booth. This stuff, I will say, is really thick. Man, it is pretty horrendous to spray when you don't have a paint booth. Unfortunately, my paint booth is disassembled in my barn at the moment, so... Anyway, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm going to get this second coat on here and call it a night. It's, I think, like 9. I forget what time it is. That clock doesn't work anymore. I think it's after 9 o'clock, and I need to get the hell out of here. So I'm just going to spray this last coat on here and get the hell out of here. I'll take some video as I put on the more the clear coats here. Anyway, I'm Darlington Farm. Hope everybody has a good night. Thank you for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe.